Hello everybody! Salty Sweet Ren back here with another episode of Wildermyth, and I am here with the Guardians of Wyvernsong. A young group of heroes, who have actually been aging a little bit since their adventure began. Garland's at 27 years old right now. Bryson is the youngest at age 20. Arkeen, I think, is the oldest at 32. Talip is 26. Actually, how old was Bryson when this started then? Has Bryson even aged? Because I think they're all fairly young when they start, like, in their early 20s. Anyway, last time, we actually left off right before we were about to secure the Rookway Stills, but last time, Talip is the most recent recruit, who's not part of the initial battle when they all came together to form the Guardians of Wyvernsong. But, last episode, Talip actually came up with a plan to defeat these Morthagi that had been harassing this woman and her brewery, and helped to poison the Morthagi before they fought them, which actually helped immensely. Talip was also one of the people who helped to defend against another incursion here at Jorgania Outfitter when that happened. I don't know if it was Talip who got the last blow or if it was somebody else. I'll have to double check. But then at the very end, Talip got a little freaked out by this weird crystal that seemed to be watching him, and after these weird secrets things happened, decided he wanted to remove it so it would stop watching him. Instead, now the crystal is part of his eye, so now he can watch stuff through the crystal. Or, at the very least, it gives him a much higher stunt chance, apparently, meaning a stunt chance is basically how often you can land critical hits, I suppose. So that is actually pretty useful. So, Talip Thorn actually had a pretty huge role to play last time. But anyways, for now the map is nearly cleared. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna secure this place. Just make sure it's all taken care of. Oof, there's definitely some angry spirits hovering close. We're not sleeping here, are we? Well, we're gonna be taking care of this place. Maybe we'll find an item before we reach the last place, because right down here is the Waterjohn Foundry, the last part of the map. Oh, goody! Let's see, I've got 12. Let's go ahead and cancel these two, the Morthagi. Thrixel and Draven, I don't mind so much about those things. At least not for the time being. So I'll go ahead and just let those be. That's the first of the Thrixel being an issue. Let's go ahead and continue. Once we're done, we will actually be able to wrap up this chapter by taking on whatever's here.
Perhaps one day they'll tell our story in this very spot.
We got 2 spell threads out of this. And we got the knee pad of elimination, which gives a +6 stunt chance. Let's see. We could give this to... If we give this to Arkeen, she'll have the exact same stunt chance as Talip, or Garland even. Let's see, Garland gets up in the middle of things right there as a very physical-based fighter. If he can score more critical hits, that'll be awesome. So I'll give it to Garland, I think. It'd be nice if we could get some more armor, but alas, that is not to be. Anyway, let's go ahead and scout out the Javonkin Forest, and then we will be able to locate the Waterjohn Foundry. So, all of you guys, let's go! And there they go. Let's scout that out, and Javonkin Forest has been revealed, and we can assault the Waterjohn Foundry. So, this would be the end of Chapter 1 once I do this. But let's go ahead and see what this story is. This is the final fight of the chapter. When this fight is over, the chapter will end. Make sure you're ready. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, Bryson's up to something. Ooh, I can actually see the Morthagi back there in the background. Oh boy. They're swarming. There doesn't appear to be an obvious weak spot.
And they're not exactly being subtle about it. I can hear their noise from here. What do you suppose what do you think they're grinding their gears about?
It's a forge. They probably love that stuff. It's like when you put me in front of a ham. Total mayhem. Garland is great. She's just like,
Mayhem?
oh, is that what he said? Or did she make that up? Are they punning together? That's great.
So, when it comes to the actual approach...
Let's see. Stick together and push in. Or they surround the forge so we surround them. Here's the thing. There's only 4 of us. And if we surround them, then that means they can pick us off one by one. Because we'll be all split up. But if we stick together, then we can kind of wall up, make sure that there's some, like, shielding between us. Keep those that need it out of the danger. Stick together and push in is my preference. Bryson is kind of in charge, I think. So let's go ahead and do that. We're safer in a group.
Do stay at least 1 axe length away from me, though. I need my fighting space.
Oh yeah, these two don't get along. Alright. Let's see what this chapter brings us. How much more difficult will this battle be for us? Ah! So there's a Spectic, a Weldling, a Pump, a Watchman, and a Batchbee. This will be a fun battle. So we want to investigate the forge. Let's go ahead and... No, I'm going to have you stand up here and be a guardian. If I have you come up over here... and I'll swap weapon. You have a... It's a good enough chance that you can strike that thing. Yeah, see? And it poisoned. It was poisoned. That's good. I'll put you over here. And I'll interfuse with the mossy rocks. We could just do a little discus right there. Boom. No big deal. And then you come over here. And why don't you silk step to just get a little bit of a defense right there. Okay, you're hidden. I don't see anything else on the map currently. Ah, there we go. You've got an 86% chance of hitting that thing. Arkeen, why don't you come up behind Talip? Ah, that's not what I meant to do. Arkeen! Oh no, I pressed something wrong. I pressed the wrong thing. No! Okay. Bryson, buddy, why don't you come on up over here? Interfuse with the stump. And the stump, I can do a discus from the stump. I thought the stump would be like... Oh well, let's go ahead and do that. There's that, and you can do another bunch of damage there. There goes the Spectic. I'll have you come on up over this way. See, I don't see anything still. So, Arkeen? I'll have you silk step over here. Bryson, come up right behind her. You, I'm gonna have come over here. And Silk Step this way, I believe. And you come over here. And just act as a guardian from behind in case anything comes behind us. Okay, so you withdrew from that one because you're too far away. That's fine. Let's see, Arcane. Gonna have you move up here. Anything visible this way? Not that I can see. We do want to investigate the forge, so I'll have Talip go and open the door to the forge. Ah! Okay. Oh, that's the thing that was at the start. It has blue, this is a blue helmet thing. Oh, wait, are they attacking it? Oh. So Grim is named this guy. What are you doing, Grim?
I told you to run.
Gah! Hey, I can fight, but one hammer isn't gonna take these down. Get in here and help me. Is that? Okay, I'm guessing that this one is a good guy. Maybe? Does it count? Would that count as a good guy? I guess you can shoot through the wall. Let's go for it. Shoot through the wall. Okay. You come up here. Maybe wall up with Talip, because that way you have more armor together. Oh, hey, I'm controlling this dude now. Is there anything that you can attack from here? I don't think there's anything you can attack right away. But I can put you here. Oh, there's a thing over there. And I can have you be a guardian, because you can't... Yeah. Okay, Arcane. You are still Silk Stepped, so... Okay, Bryson. You come up behind Garland. There's the Watchman. Hey! Oh, there's the Spectic, and there's something breaking in from behind, and the welding. Oh, but that's exactly what Grim was for. Alright. So, let's start with Garland. I'll move Garland right up in here. Let's shield cheer the Watchman. And bash him. There we go. You go ahead and just attack the weldling. You are powerful. Okay, I'm gonna have her step inside. Why not? Not much she can do. Okay, you come inside, and I'll interfuse with the wood pile? Or papers? I'll interfuse with the papers. And can I splinter blast without... Okay, I can splinter blast this thing, so... There we go. It is dead. Talip, you come on in here. And shoot the Spectic. Ah, the batch bee apparently broke in. Spectic can't really hurt us. Okay, Arcane? Or actually, Grim. You go ahead, bash this thing. There we go. No big deal. That batch bee is ominous. Just sitting right there. Oh, and there's a Watchman! Let's see. I can't shoot that thing, but I can shoot the Watchman. Oh, nice. And he's like, oh yeah, watch this. So I'll have you come up and wall with Grim. You can interfuse with... Oh, interesting. You can already interfuse with a step ladder. And I can have you Splinter Blast this spot, and it'll hit the Watchman. Oh, nice. Then you come up here. You can't hit Batchby either, but you can hit the Watchman. Alright, Garland, can you... wall with Arcane. Best bet right now. Oh, there's a Weldling right there. Okay, Garland, why don't you come up and attack the Batchby? Shield Shear it first. And attack it. Blocked. Okay. Does your hammer have a far reach? It does not. You'll just be a guardian for now. You go ahead and shoot it. You come up here. Interfuse with the coat rack. And I can Splinter Blast right there. And I can hit both of those things. Let's see. If I move you here... it's got half cover. Might as well just do it. Oh hey, Batchby is dead because of poison. I don't have to deal... Firewall! Good. Wonderful. Great. Yeah, how about Garland? Let's move you right over here and attack the Weldling. Please tell me that does the trick. There we go. Hey! Hey, everyone's leveling up. That's great. So we found the Wyverntail Great Spear. We can replace the glaive, I think. Yeah, let's replace the glaive with the Wyverntail. It's still a form of a spear. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, Bryson Hoth is now a Bloodhorn Mystic. So we can choose between Vigor Flow, which is for each interfused object, Bryson's physical attacks gain +1 damage. Bryson hasn't been doing any physical attacks, really. We could do Riposte, which is Bryson will counterattack after a successful melee block or dodge if a melee weapon is equipped. I don't think that's a melee weapon, technically. And Soul Splitting. When Bryson takes damage for each interfused object, 1 point is prevented, and the object takes 2 damage instead. Let's see, I think Soul Splitting might be the best, because I'm remembering how last episode Bryson had to start a battle with half health, and very nearly died. So, Soul Splitting sounds like it might be a safe bet for Bryson. So, let's go ahead and do that. Now, Arcane is a Bloodhorn Hunter. So she can, we can do Endurance, in which she has +2 armor, which could be useful. Piercing Shots, in which her ranged attacks have 2 pierce, or Ember Arrows. When standing by a blaze, her ranged attacks have +1 damage and can shred and start fires, and fire can't spread onto her. Ooh. You know what? Because of how much I've been noticing the Morthagi use fire, they'll start a ton of blazes. And if she's standing next to a blaze when that happens, fire can't spread onto her, but she can start attacking them with fire. Let's go with Ember Arrows. It seems very good. And Talib Thorn is now a Bloodhorn Hunter. We could do Bowmaster. Talib deals +1 damage and has +1 range with bows and crossbows. Bows no longer have a minimum range. Interesting. We could choose Tinker. Once per combat as a swift action, Talop restores all shredded armor to himself or an adjacent ally. That's interesting. Or ambush. Talop draws back, ready to loose an attack upon any enemy who enters the threatened strip of tiles. If the shot is not sprung, Talop releases the attack at the beginning of his next turn. Ambush sounds like something Talop is kind of becoming the kind of character who might actually try to do that. Mostly stays hidden, but finds great ways to attack. I think that's exactly what Talop will do.
Sorry I couldn't have been more help. I don't fight quite like I used to.
That's alright. We'll take whatever help we can get.
Could have gone worse, you know. Oh, is this the one that they were attacking right there?
It barged in here and tried to hide behind the furnace.
Interesting. I wonder what this one's deal is.
Why would they go after their own kind like that?
They wouldn't. There's something different about this one. I want to keep it around and see if I can compare it to the other Morthagi. Maybe I'll put it where the door knocker shelf used to be. Do you think you could help me, Drag?
Sure. So, I almost don't want to ask. But those tattoos, they look kind of deepest.
Oh, the deepest are the cultist things. Interesting.
Oh, it's embarrassing, actually. I went through one of their initiation rituals years ago. They made some intriguing claims about life extension, and I was into that sort of thing. But the promises didn't pan out. And they ended up being pretty unpleasant characters.
So that's interesting. We're getting a lot of lore here. I'm liking this. This guy was almost the deepest, but instead he's here.
Cults come and go, but tattoos are forever. Teach your kids that one.
And that is the end of Chapter 1. We got a victory, so we get plus 3 years. There are 7 safe tiles, so another 4 years. And total population is 189, so we get another 2 years. We have a total of 9 years of peace. And at the end, we have a heartwood, 6 hides, 10 ingots, 2 fabrics, and 8 spell threads as our resources, as well as 12 legacy points. So let's see how... Oh, yay! One of the things just disappeared. But there's still quite a bit of danger, but not as much as there would have been. During the years of peace, Arkene's encounter among the Standing Stones stayed with her all her days. Now and then, a haunting melody would tease through her mind. Just a few notes, and then it was gone. So yeah, she's still affected by that. Bryson and Garland were stopped by a traveling woman, a resident of that small village in Silent Talder Forest where the Great One once feasted. She thanked them again for slaying the monster and ending the darkest days of her life. Their talk laid a few of Bryson's worries to rest. So that's good to know. Garland noticed that the marketplace at Nine Havens had fallen into disrepair during all the conflict. So, he passed the summer helping to rebuild it. Oh, hey, Garland's starting to show some gray in his hair. Interesting. Talop's secrets gnawed away at his insides. Hey, guess what I just found out? What? The Parched Perch is going to have Brambleberry Mead again this season. Isn't that great? Yeah, great. I'm wondering what Talop's secrets are. I feel like I should have made a different choice, but I'm very curious. Oh dear. Oh, I can advance Talop's transformation. see, should I do this? I feel like, for story purposes, that could be interesting. As we could get a gem leg, it lowers Talip's speed, but increases block. I feel like if this happens, Talip will slowly be kind of freaking out, like, what's happening to me? But, you know, I think I'm gonna do it, at least for the drama of it. Let's do it. Alright, now we can also use our resources to improve everybody's stuff. So, first up, you need better armor, Garland. You really need better armor. I could do Brawl Guard, which increases your armor by 2 and gives you better stunt and dodge. Or this gives you 3, but it lowers your speed and dodge. Either way, it would take up both of the fabrics that we have. We don't have a ton of fabric. Let's see, Bryson. I do think I want to improve this. We'll improve your staff to the Root Shaker of Mists, I believe. So let's go ahead and do that. In the meantime, I also want to improve... I can't improve your bow. But your dagger... we could definitely improve somehow to a proper dagger. Or we could give you something else, maybe. Let's see, a dueling sword would be interesting. It would use up a hide. But... let's not replace that. We're replacing the knife with... let's see, let's replace the knife with a dueling sword. It'll improve both damage and range. Let's go for it. Let's get the Life Spells Chiller. So let's go ahead and create that. Then Garland, I definitely want better armor for you. The others can probably find armor as we go along. But you... I think I want to go with the Brawl Guard. So we can get that better... all around the stats are better, but this has better armor in general. No, let's go with the Brawl Guard. I think that's what I'm gonna go with, is the Brawl Guard. It has better stat improvements. 3 armor is nice, but 2 armor is still good. And if Garland is walled up with somebody, being a guardian, it's good. Flinla! You're back! I was so worried! Oh, this is the guy from before. From the very start, when we saw that little scene with someone reading a letter. This is that guy, and I guess this is Flinla? When you wrote about that horrible, immortal, mechanical nonsense, I was afraid you'd lost your mind.
Nonsense! I'm completely serious!
Ugh.
Why are you making that face? There's a plague out there. I'm telling you, I found a way for us to bypass death, and you're making that face?
You can't bypass death. What you're talking about, that's something else. Something unnatural. Unnatural, yes, that's exactly what he's saying. Something unnatural. Abominable.
The Morthagi have always been tools. We've used them to achieve countless other things. So why not this?
Interesting, and what's Arkeen up to? Arkeen had visited Grimm a few times. They picked apart Morthagi elbows and made up stories about the ancient mortificers over jugs of wine. They dug into the body of the strange Morthagi as well, but Grimm remained puzzled as to how it worked. So when Arkeen received an urgent invitation to the forge, she set off immediately. Interesting, why Arkeen and not Bryson? Or maybe she intercepted it from Bryson, or... maybe she's more invested. I don't know. Because Bryson was the one that helped out before with it?
Thank you. Listen. I have very important, potentially dangerous information. I knew I had to share it with you.
Of course. You might even say I'm honored to be the person that you'd come to first.
Hey, Arcane! About time. We've been waiting for you. Okay. I'd start with pleasantries, but there's nothing pleasant about this. A wave of Morthagi has been moving across the countryside.
Oh, great!
A little further out, closer to Elmyarn, but causing just as much destruction. Based on the way they're spreading, it seems like they originated in Rondia. I've had some amazing cheeses from there.
Well, if we weren't motivated by duty or glory before, we can now add cheese to the list.
There are almost certainly some of the old Mortificer's workshops there, and I wouldn't be surprised if...
Mortificers are still around?
No, but their workshops are. And some of the Morthagi can manufacture more of themselves without a person overseeing the process.
Oh, fun! That's great! Wonderful.
So, Guardians of Wyvernsong sets out again. Okay, though I might need some time to, switch mindsets here.
I'm finishing up a better weapon, but I'll try to meet you at Elmshade.
I didn't want to have to remember where I packed away that weapon.
And there's this thing.
Any insights?
No. It's standard in some ways, but then the core of it is bizarre. Something complicated is going on here, but I can't figure out what exactly.
I'm wondering how Grimm got started in all this Morthagi stuff. Like, it sounds to me like Grimm knows a lot more about the Morthagi. Like, how they work and everything. I think Grimm was standing at his anvil when the Morthagi were already inside. He was just kind of like chilling, like, oh, okay, I guess this is happening. He seems pretty chill with this Morthagi, too.
Huh.
Excuse me.
Oh.
You have the body of my friend in there.
Oh, interesting. There's another one.
You've kept it in decent condition. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Apologies. This must be strange.
Not at all.
I wonder. Could these be like the man and woman Flinla and what was the dude's name? I don't remember the dude's name, but Flinla was the woman. Could this be them?
Yes, it is strange. But I have many questions for you.
The shadows deepen. All monster groups will draw an extra monster card in every battle. Great! Okay. Well, that was quite interesting. But I think that is where I'm going to wrap up this episode. And the map has expanded. There's a lot more to check out. Oh, there's a new recruitment opportunity over here. Over at Elmyarn. So we're gonna have to clear out this place and then we'll see who wants to join us. But yeah, next episode, we're definitely gonna take a look at that. So, this is gonna be interesting. Talib, actually, I want to double check your stats because you have the gem leg now. What is your overall speed now? 5? What is everybody else's? Yours is 4, that's fine. 4, 5, so you're about the same as everyone else. It's not gonna be too much of an issue. But anyway, guys, that concludes this episode and the first chapter. Next episode, we shall begin Chapter 2. And we need to find the source of the Morthagi. That will be very, very interesting. So, if you guys enjoyed watching this video, please go ahead and hit the like button down below and leave a comment telling me your thoughts. What do you think is going on with these Morthagi? Like, do you agree with me that the man and the woman are probably the two blue Morthagi, as I'm calling them for now? Because they were blue colored. I'd like to know more about that. I really am very curious. I also want to know more about, how old is Arkeen now? Because she's 42. What's her retirement age? 55. She doesn't have that much longer before she has to retire. I feel so bad, but like, it is what it is, I guess. I wonder how they're all gonna be affected by all of this. So, I will see you guys next video. Stay safe out there, friends.